Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you an interesting recipe. This is something that you would normally get as a topping if you order ramen or Korean ramen, which is the Korean version of ramen, outside at a restaurant. It's pork chashu, and it's a very simple recipe, so I can't wait to show it to you guys. Let's get started. So when choosing pork belly, make sure that the place that you go to buy it is a place where you can ask the butcher to see the pork belly that you're buying, because a lot of times if you just get a pre-packed pork belly from a meat section, there's no way for you to open it and check it, and you end up coming home with a pork belly with a lot of fat. That's like 90% of the time if you don't get the chance to look at the pork belly before you take it home with you. Ideally, for any pork belly dishes, okay, you want to make sure that the layers of fat and layers of meat are quite even, or as close as possible to each other. That way, when you try to sear it, you're not left with a tiny bit of pork. If you can manage to do that, you'll get a very juicy, very flavorful piece of pork belly, or chashu in this case. Just a bit of oil, in goes the pork. Leave it alone. So searing the pork helps build up the flavor, but if you don't have any patience whatsoever, you can skip this part. Good with the sear right now. I'm just gonna add flavorings. We got some Mirin, some white sugar, some soy sauce. Make sure you use a Japanese soy sauce, so that's kikoman, and some sake, some onions, some scallions, some ginger. Cover the pot. Get this going on pressure cooker for about an hour, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so after an hour, this is what it looks like. Let's take it out. Try not to drop it. Alright, so I have cooled this pork completely in the fridge. So now we just take the twine out. So alright, so everything's out. Wash your hands. So the reason why I took the twines out when the pork was cold was because if you take it out as soon as you take it off the Instant Pot or the pressure cooker that you use, you get into a big chance of just shredding the pork in pieces. So we don't want to do that. We want to get it good slices off of this pork. So having said that, let's get to it. So I'm using a serrated knife. And just clean the edges, but don't throw them out, and just slice them as thin as you can. And there you have it, folks. Nice thin slices of chashu. So you can use this as a topping for your ramen. You can fry them up to crisp them up further and eat it on its own with your eggs in the morning instead of bacon. And yeah, that's our recipe for today. Happy cooking. Bye.